Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Lighthouse News Team Reports. This will be a section we call military news because it involves the military possibly getting involved and threats given to our government where the military will possibly need to get involved, and so on. As being reported before, there was a meeting between Afghanistan officials and the U.S. back in December, and Taliban officials had stated in the meeting, which is being reported by the Miri, which also has Miri TV, which is a nonpartisan independent research institute providing research, analysis, and translation of primary materials covering a wide range of issues, including on terrorism and ideological threat trends in the Middle East. On there, they in no way constitute an endorsement of any type of threats or situations on everything. So, basically, on the report, if I can get it to go back where it's supposed to be, uh, the report states the group, currently the de facto government of Afghanistan, has now threatened, which was back in December, 2,000 suicide bombers to Washington, D.C., and yet there's nearly a peep out of the administration. This has been reported in well over 15 news agencies across the world, but I have not seen it really on any of the big mainstream medias here in the U.S. Maybe it's because I really don't watch them or not, but yeah. And basically, if everybody's wondering who Miri is basically the name is the Middle East Media Research Institute. They're usually the ones that leak everything out because they got the whole team there to translate and everything else. Basically, the way they have it is if America wants 2,000 English/American troops at its embassy in Afghanistan, then the Taliban wants 2,000 Fiyadain Mujahideen, basically translation suicide bombers from the Fateh force at the embassy of Afghanistan in America. This was tweeted on December 11th. And Fidayeen is another term used by jihadi groups for their suicide bombers. They've been building them up, and they've been basically saying that they will be considered as their special forces for the defense ministry of their military. They basically don't want us there, period. If we put 100 people in that embassy, they're going to put 100 uh, basically suicide bombers in the embassy in D.C. So maybe why that's tightened security, no idea. The administration is not talking. They don't respond on there. There's a whole lot more. Uh, all you got to do is type in Taliban threatens DC. When you're searching this stuff, you'll be able to find it. I would go into a lot more, but there's a lot more things I want to get to show you. Maybe there's a connection, maybe there's not. So, yeah, the threat was put out there. No answer for the administration, and talks are going really, really slow because, yeah, this administration doesn't realize they made a big old giant wormhole and the Taliban is freaking taken over and has a lot of strength. So let me see if I can get to that other article because this just came out. Also, this one was more recent than the other ones, but I'm trying to locate it right now. So, where is it? Yep, there's one. Yeah, when you have everything organized and then it doesn't want to pop up. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. Okay, this was reported. Of course, I always get the wrong one. Come on, go back. And now I got to go to a different one because that one just closed out on me. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties here for a minute, and I'm not going to change this video in any way, shape, or form. So, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I'm just joking. I'm hoping everybody is doing fine. This is a lot of stuff's been coming out, and you could probably put it together or piece it. You know how they always say, follow the money? Well, this is the money part. You need to be watching the money and watching closely what people say and all that. And let me share this screen if I can get it to share. Alrighty, yep, looks like it's come through. All right, headline is U.S. to provide $308 million in humanitarian aid to Afghanistan as Taliban government falters. Well, with them threatening to send that many suicide bombers over here, is it really faltering? The administration didn't answer anything on there, but they're gonna get the mainstream media to try to say that government's faltering, and we're gonna actually send them humanitarian aid. Well, we sent it to them. The Taliban has basically control of it, so they're going to get the money. Do you really think they're going to use it for the people? Yeah. And we all remember quite a few years ago, those secret aircraft with the pallets of money heading over to Iran. Could this be another payoff by the same party administration to try to do it openly, but under the guise of humanitarian aid? And when they give it to the enemy that are terrorists, they basically say, well, we gave it to them, but they don't use it for that. Why give them any money? Hello. I'm not trying to be, heartless here, but, there's no agreement whatsoever. What their statement on here is basically say the United States is committed in supporting the Afghan people. And we continue to consider all options available to us. We stand with the people of Afghanistan. Well, we may stand with them, but if you're sending the money to the enemy and they're controlling the country and the people don't know if the people are actually going to get the money, how can you say you're standing by them? You're just throwing money away and giving it to the enemy, And now, of course, they'll say in addition, the U.S. is going to send 1 million additional CV-19 tests to the country also. We're having a problem trying to get the test here. We're going to send them to a terrorist government. Yeah. So, needless to say, yeah, I'd follow the money on that one and keep closely and read in between the lines on the reports of where this money and all the aid they're giving and all that. Because when do we give freaking monetary aid to North Korea or Russia or China so blatantly for humanitarian? Yeah, think about it. Yeah, but why do we give the money, behind the scenes to Iran, and now we're doing it to the Taliban wide openly and call it in the name of humanitarianism? Isn't that what the UN's there for? If there's a humanitarian crisis, the UN should be going in there and taking care of it. Yeah, there's a lot more coming. And while I leave this picture up and talking, maybe this administration just doesn't understand all those unvetted people that they brought in on those aircraft. and the ones they're allowing in through the borders that Governor Abbott's trying to freaking shut down and stop on the Texas border. You know, the Taliban fighters do not have to come directly out of Afghanistan. They're not all from there. A lot of them are from other countries, from Africa, South America, Iran, Pakistan. Yeah, you name it. And then look at all the people that are freaking coming in. Look at the countries they're coming in. So they could, they've been doing it before. They're doing it again. It's a guys to get the people in. If they can get them in, all right. They got some kind of bases. They'll meet people that are here that are possibly, let's see, in charge of one of the little cliques that they already have in the country, and they'll give them the training and they'll give them the stuff and wait for the orders and then do it. To me, that is straight out domestic terrorism, and this administration doesn't understand that they're just freaking feeding it. So, is this administration really here to take care of us, of the American people? Well, you do the research. I'm just bringing out what the news articles are stating. Go do your own research. You come up with your conclusion. I report the news how it's written. I'm neither nay or pro or con for it, yay or nay for it, as I was trying to think of. And yeah, you decide. And the only reason I'm doing it that way is because everybody lives in different states. You know which people you have there, which ones you don't. And I really hate to say it. If you're one of the states that has mass amounts of freaking people being vetted and taken over to ICE facilities until they get cleared, or not cleared but stored until they can give them papers to release them, well, then you know that. And if you don't know if there's any in your state or how close they live to you, you may want to start doing some research for the safety of yourself and your family. I'm just saying. For the longest time we had the fence up in DC. They kept on coming, oh, the American people, they're threatening. And they had all the high security and all that. Well, maybe it was more than what they're freaking saying. They're just using that as a guise. Think about it. That's what I do. And I've been sitting on this for about a week or so, and other people sent me more. So the entrance video that I have attached to this is going to be when I am reporting about military stuff. Otherwise, there'll be other entrances depending on what I'll be talking about. I appreciate y'all coming out. Check us out in all the places where the Lighthouse News team is. Y'all know who they are. And I appreciate you spending time with me today. Y'all have a nice day. Be safe. And remember, tell your loved ones you love them, because you don't know what's going to happen in 5 minutes to 24 hours. There's a lot of wolves among the sheep right now. Stay alert. This is Trusting God First, and I am signing off for now.